Welcome. In this video I will show you how you set up your iScored game room so that the high scores you achieve on your VPin cabinet are automatically posted on these game rooms games. First of all, let's start with the iScored site, and I suggest you have an account by the time you're watching this video. So once you're logged in, you head over to the settings section. And the first thing you want to do here is you go to the options, and here you make sure that these two checkboxes are enabled. The first one is to allow public version of your game room. This way the VPin Studio can read the games you have available on your game room, and also allow public score entry so that the studio can push high scores to iScored. In addition to that, we need these two checkboxes, which have give the VPin Studio access to the newer read access and write access APIs. Right now, only the read access is mandatory, but to be future-proof, I would enable both of them so that you don't run into any problems in the future. Next, take a look at the lineup. Here, usually the games are set up. I skip the details, and I assume you know how to add new games here. What is to be considered here is that these locked tables are also checked by the studio. So this flag, if the game is locked, it won't be shown, or it will be ignored by the VPin Studio. And you can now add more games here. And in order to link the table to the VPin Studio, you can add, or you have to add, the visual-pinball spreadsheet link here. Of course, you don't want to import the links here manually, so I will show you next how you can how you get this link. As an example, I've taken here Attack from Mars. I have added the table. It is not hidden, it is not locked, but it isn't linked yet via URL. So we head over to the studio. And here you can see I've opened the table data manager for Attack from Mars, and in the bottom section there you see the virtual pinball spreadsheet entry with the table name and mapping. And here you have this copy button which copies the URL we want to have. Note that this link, or this button, is also available here in the virtual pinball spreadsheet outliners. You can also copy it here. Once you copied it, you can simply go back to iScored, paste the link, and you are done. In addition to that, we have some, you see these additional tags: VPS disabled, VPS all versions. I come back to that later. First of all, we need to set up the studio site. And here, in case you already knew the previous version of the iScored integration, this has changed a bit, so take a bit more care from now on, or more attention from now on. The first thing you need to do from the studio side is you head over to the preferences, and here at the bottom you have a third-party preference for iScored game rooms. So here you can enable and disable the whole iScored integration in the studio. So if you don't use iScored, this is disabled by default, so you have to enable it. And next we need to add the game rooms. So this means you can add several game rooms to the studio. We're simply copying the URL from the option sections here. This is the URL we want to have. So easiest way is to copy, right click and copy the link and paste it here and press validate. So the game room is loaded now. We see some additional metadata just for pure information. And this checkbox here is the most important one, because this means the game room is synchronized with your VPin installation. Which means whenever you change something on the iScored side, you add or remove tables, the VPin Studio will automatically synchronize all subscriptions or all competitions for this. We will see how this works now. We skip the reset here for this demo purpose, and here on the bottom we see in addition additional attributes you can set You can disable the game, you can enable multi-score, single score, and also all versions. The details for that are explained here, and the idea is that you can, here in the lineup, set these tags and therefore can configure the table a bit more on the iScored side. So let's press save. The game room is now stored, and we have here a list of available game rooms, and also you see the synchronization is enabled. So when we head now to the competitions, you see the iScored subscriptions for the game room are automatically created. So unlike the former versions we had, you don't have to create the subscriptions here manually. You can do that. You can also delete them again, but note that once you delete it and press synchronize again or change something in iScored, the competition will be automatically recreated. So actually there's no reason to do anything in this view once you have selected the synchronization here in the settings. So this view is for pure debugging purposes, or if you want to recheck what games have been actually met by the studio. And as you can see, attack from Mars was checked, the competition is set up, and now every time we achieve a new high score, the high score, also if you post a high score, the score will be posted to iScored, and that's it. So we are finished with the setup of iScored and also with the studio configuration. What you can do next is you can head over to the table section, and as you can see here, the tables that have been linked to iScored have also then an additional icon. If you press on it, it jumps directly to the iScored subscription. So it is a nice indicator to see what tables are currently part of the iScored game room. Of course, what is even more useful, if you head to the playlist manager, you can create a new iScored playlist, which I've done here. And so you create a new SQL playlist, and here is a template called all iScored completed tables, which gives you a dynamic playlist with all tables that are currently synchronized against iScored. And this way you can immediately or have always the games available which are currently competed on this game room or on different game rooms, of course. That's all for the iScored integration. I hope you liked the video and find it now a bit easier than before to configure iScored. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a line on Discord or in this video. I'm always happy for some feedback or suggestions. So yeah, that's it. Until next time. Goodbye.